Today I will be demonstrating the colored cables as seen in the linked-in cowl and linked-in cuffs by Knit Echo Chic. Before we begin, you'll need a few things. Your blue sky alpaca skinny cotton 100% organic yarn, US 4 3.5 millimeter needles, and 2 cable needles. The first cable is the C2 forward secondary color, C2 back main color. The second cable I'll be demonstrating is the C2 back secondary color, C2 back main color. C2 forward secondary color, C2 back main color. Making sure you cross your yarn and back. Slip the first 2 stitches onto your cable needle. Hold to front. Slip the second 2 stitches onto your cable needle and hold to back. Then work the next 2 stitches in secondary color. Cross your yarn. Work the 2 stitches from the second cable needle and back in main color. Cross your yarn and work the first 2 stitches from the first cable needle in secondary color. Oops. Cross your yarn and pattern to the next one. As you can see, the secondary colors cross in front and the main color stays in the back. The second cable I'll be demonstrating is the C2 back secondary color, C2 back main color. This one's a little bit more tricky as both are held to the back, but once you get the hang of it, it'll fly right by. So, pattern to the cable. Making sure you cross your yarn and back. Slip the first 2 stitches onto my cable needle and hold to back. I'll slip the second 2 stitches onto my cable needle and hold to back. Making sure to cross my secondary and main color yarns before I begin. I work the next 2 stitches in secondary color. Cross the yarn. Before I work the main color stitches, I want to make sure to cross the first cable needle in front of the second cable needle. That way the main color always stays in the furthest back position. Knit the 2 main color stitches from that cable needle. Cross your yarn and knit the 2 stitches from the first cable needle. There you have the second cable. Cross the yarn and back and pattern to end. Yes, I am cheating here by slipping. You can see that the secondary cable again is crossed, this time left over right, and the main color stays in the back. A clear shot here on the back shows the main color behind the crisscrossing secondary color stitches. It is possible to work this second cable using 1 cable needle if you prefer. I'll demonstrate that now. Slip the first 4 stitches onto the cable needle, making sure to cross the yarn and back. Work the next 2 stitches with secondary color. Slip the first 2 stitches onto the left needle and then bring the cable needle forward before working the next 2 stitches in main color. Cross the yarn and back and work the 2 stitches from the cable needle in secondary color. Cross the yarn back, pattern to end, or in this case, till the next cable, and then I'm slipping the stitches. Save some time. Like the previous 2 cable needle method, you can see that the main color remains in back of the cables the whole time. Now I'll demonstrate what will happen if you fail to do the second move of the cable needles in order to keep the main color in back. So slip the first 2 to the cable needle, hold to back. Slip the next 2 to a cable needle, hold to back. Making sure to cross the yarn. Work the next 2. Making sure to cross the yarn. Okay, so here, instead of crossing the 2 cable needles like I demonstrated earlier, I forgot this time, and I'm just going to knit the 2 main colors next, and cross the yarn, knit the 2 secondary colors next. And cross the yarn and pattern to the end. Upon closer inspection, you can see that there's a little bit of main color peeking through the bottom of the cable and the side. You'll notice this more as you work your way up. But for easiest inspection, to recognize if you have indeed forgotten to cross the 2 cable needles in back before working the main color, look at the back, and it's not nearly as neat. This was done correctly, this was done incorrectly. And you can see that there is secondary color back here where there should be only main color. It's not the end of the world if you miss 1 or 2, or if indeed you choose to do the entire cowl or cuffs in this manner. It just isn't as neat a cable as making sure that the main color is in back. Before I leave you, I'll demonstrate the proper method of the double back cable. So you pattern to the cable section, cross your yarn and back, slip the first 2 onto a cable needle and hold to back, slip the next 2 onto a cable needle and hold to back. Work the next 2 stitches in secondary color. Cross the yarn and back. Making sure to cross the first cable needle with the colored yarn in front of the second cable needle with the main color yarn. Work the next 2 in main color. Cross the yarn and back, and work the last 2 in secondary color. Cross the yarn and back and pattern to end. Again, the quick check is to look at the back and see, yes, indeed, I have main color back here as opposed to secondary color. Thank you for watching this tutorial on the colored cables as seen in the LinkedIn Cowl and LinkedIn Cuffs by Knit Echo Chic.